The world is full of places where the veil between our world and the next is thin, places where the echoes of the past bleed into the present. These are the haunted places, the locations where the unexplained reigns and the stories of the dead refuse to die. We're about to embark on a journey to some of the most haunted places on Earth. Places where tragedy and terror have left an indelible mark. From medieval castles to abandoned prisons, these locations whisper of unspeakable horrors, of lives cut short and spirits trapped in between. These are the stories they don't want you to know, the chilling truths hidden beneath layers of history and folklore. Get ready, because we're about to confront the unknown and stare into the abyss of the paranormal. Our journey begins at the Tower of London, a fortress that has stood for centuries as a silent witness to some of history's darkest deeds. Within these walls, royalty and commoners alike met their end, their final breaths staining the very stones we see today. One of the most infamous spirits said to roam these grounds is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Accused of treason and beheaded in 1536, her spectral form, often seen carrying her own severed head, is said to appear on the anniversary of her death. The tower is rife with stories of tortured prisoners, their agonized screams still echoing through the centuries. The Tower of London stands as a chilling reminder of the power of the past to reach out and touch us. From the imposing towers of London, we cross the Atlantic to the decaying halls of Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once a symbol of reform, this now abandoned prison became a breeding ground for madness and despair. Eastern State was designed to inspire penitents, to force prisoners to confront their sins in solitary confinement. But the silence that was supposed to bring about redemption only amplified the torment, pushing many to the brink of insanity. Today, that silence is shattered by unexplained whispers, the disembodied voices of former inmates, their pain echoing through the empty cell blocks. Eastern State Penitentiary stands as a chilling testament to the depths of human cruelty and the enduring power of suffering. Our journey takes us now to the foothills of Mount Fuji in Japan, to a place shrouded in shadow and sorrow. Aokigahara, the Sea of Trees. This dense, ancient forest, with its tangled undergrowth and eerie silence, has long been a place of myth and mystery. Aokigahara is known as a suicide forest, a place where many come to end their lives, seeking solace among the trees. Local legends speak of yurei, spirits that linger in places of death and suffering. They say the forest is haunted by the yurei of those who died there, their anguish clinging to the trees, their whispers carried on the wind. Aokigahara is a place of profound beauty and unsettling sorrow, a place where life and death seem to exist in a delicate balance. Our exploration of the world's most haunted locations brings us to a small island in the Venetian lagoon, shrouded in mist and a chilling history. This is Poveglia, a place where the echoes of suffering are as tangible as the salt air. In the 14th century, the Black Death ravaged Europe, and Poveglia became a dumping ground for the dead, a quarantine zone for the sick and dying. Thousands upon thousands of bodies were burned, buried, or simply left to rot on the island, their souls forever intertwined with the very soil. Centuries later, the island became home to a mental asylum, a place where the already tormented were subjected to unspeakable horrors. Today, Poveglia stands abandoned, a crumbling monument to suffering and despair. Poveglia is a stark reminder of the dark side of human history, a place where the veil between life and death seems to be nothing more than a wisp of fog. We journey now to the American South, to a place where elegance and beauty mask a dark and troubled past. The Myrtles Plantation, with its sprawling grounds and graceful architecture, is the quintessential Southern mansion. But beneath the veneer of hospitality and charm lies a history steeped in tragedy. The Myrtles is said to be built upon a Native American burial ground, a place where the dead were already restless before the first brick was laid. Over the years, the plantation has been plagued by misfortune, from financial ruin to untimely deaths. Visitors and staff have reported seeing children peering from windows, hearing disembodied voices calling their names, and feeling icy fingers brush against their skin. The Myrtles plantation is a place where the past is always present, where the line between the living and the dead is blurred beyond recognition. Our journey takes us now to the desert plains of Rajasthan, India, to a place steeped in legend and shrouded in fear, Bhangar Fort. This once grand fortress now stands in ruins, a crumbling testament to a curse so powerful that even the bravest hesitate to approach after dark. The story goes that a sorcerer, madly in love with the princess who resided within the fort, attempted to use black magic to win her heart. The princess, repulsed by his advances, exposed his plot, and in a fit of rage, the sorcerer cursed the fort, condemning it to eternal ruin. True to the curse, Bhangar Fort was abandoned, left to decay under the weight of the sorcerer's vengeful magic. Bhangar Fort stands as a chilling reminder of the power of belief, of the hold that ancient curses can have on the living. From the sun-drenched plains of India, we journey to the rolling hills of the Loire Valley in France, to a magnificent chateau that harbours a tragic secret within its elegant walls. Château de Brissac, with its towering turrets and manicured gardens, seems like something out of a fairy tale. But behind its beauty lies a haunting tale of love, betrayal, and a restless spirit known as the Green Lady. The Green Lady is said to be the ghost of Charlotte de Valois, the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII. Married off to Jacques de Breze, Lord of Brissac, Charlotte found herself trapped in a loveless marriage. One fateful night, her husband, consumed by jealousy, discovered Charlotte in the arms of her lover and murdered them both. Château de Brissac is a place where beauty and tragedy intertwine, where the past refuses to be forgotten. Our journey takes us now to the Canadian Rockies, to a place where breathtaking beauty and chilling tales collide. The Banff Springs Hotel, nestled amidst towering peaks and pristine forests, is a luxurious destination. But beneath the surface of opulence and tranquility lies a darker side, a history marked by tragedy and the lingering presence of the unexplained. One of the most enduring legends of the Banff Springs Hotel is that of the ghost bride. The story goes that a young bride on her wedding day met with a tragic end on the grand staircase. Ever since, her spirit is said to haunt the staircase and the surrounding areas, searching for her lost love. The Banff Springs Hotel stands as a testament to the enduring power of stories, of the way that legends and folklore become intertwined with the very fabric of a place. Our exploration of the world's most haunted places takes us to the heart of England, to the ancient Ram Inn, where history and the paranormal collide. This 12th century inn is not for the faint of heart. Known as a portal to the underworld, it draws paranormal investigators and thrill seekers. Guests report disembodied voices, cold spots, and moving objects. The Witch's Room is said to be the most active. Here, the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. Our final destination takes us back to the United States, to the heart of New Orleans, a city steeped in history, mystery, and a dark undercurrent of voodoo and the occult. Here stands the LaLaurie Mansion, a grand old house on Royal Street, its elegant facade hiding a gruesome past that continues to haunt the city to this day. The LaLaurie Mansion was once home to Dr. Louis LaLaurie and his wife Delphine, a prominent socialite known for her lavish parties and her charming demeanor. But behind the LaLaurie's polished facade lay a horrifying secret, one that would shock even the most hardened soul. For within the mansion's walls, Delphine LaLaurie indulged in unspeakable acts of cruelty, torturing and murdering her slaves in a hidden attic. Ever since that fateful night, the LaLaurie Mansion has been plagued by reports of paranormal activity. The LaLaurie Mansion stands as a chilling reminder of the depths of human cruelty, of the darkness that can lurk beneath a veneer of respectability. We've journeyed to haunted corners of the earth where history and the paranormal collide and the veil between the living and the dead is thin. Do you believe in life after death? in the power of the past to touch us? I've spent my life seeking the truth. The world is stranger and more mysterious than we imagine. What do you believe? Share in the comments below.